day number 7 already. Excuse the wild and woolly hair, my hair bobble has just snapped, so my hair is down and right, we're going to be doing number 7. Here is number 7. Now this is the second time I've tried videoing this because I hadn't put a microphone on the first time, so I have actually already had a sneak peek. Now the yarn is gorgeous. I expected it to be gorgeous. As I've said before, every alternate day is yarn, which if you're following the Rosies Moment pattern, it is to make a shawl. Obviously I'm not doing that, so I can show you again. As you can see, I've rearranged a little bit at the back because it was looking a little bit there at the top, so I can shuffle it all around a little bit. So here is the yarn. You can see it properly. The light seems really bright today. There we go, that's a better colouring, you can see it. I've got to stop scowling because I'm scowling looking at the yarn, I've got to stop doing that. Right, as you can see, we have the pinks that are following through from the last skein, and now we're moving into these gorgeous yellows and creams. Now I do need to do something with these. I haven't really done much for the tutorials because it is hard for some people, especially the beginners, to see the fork-light when you're working on the videos. I've not quite mastered the act of sort of getting in really close on the work without blurring it. So that is something I have to work on. So a lot I've done in double knit. I've done a couple of 4-ply and I'm intending on doing a couple more. But this is absolutely gorgeous. I can't wait to see some of the shawls that people have actually made and how it comes together. So that is in it for day 7. We're now going to go on to our tutorial. Hope you're going to join me for that. If not, I will see you tomorrow just for our little yarn reveal. Bye. Hi, day 7, and we've got a little bit of an experiment here. I am winging it a little bit because I'm a little bit time constrained today. But basically, I have a green double knit, which I'm hoping you're going to be able to see because of the darkness of it. A little tiny brass ring, obviously my day number 7. A couple of decorations, scissors, 3.5mm hook. I'll explain as I go along, I think, for this one. So basically, we're going to try and make a little wreath, little tiny wreath over here, so it can be hanging on the tree, great for dolls' houses, etc. Now, first thing I'm going to do is tie a knot, not tight because I have to be able to get the crochet hook into it. Yep, so you can still see there's a little space. I need that. Right, from that point onwards, I'm going to pop my hook in so it's ready. I'm going to push that bit through to the other side because I want it there. Yarn round my hand as usual, and I'm just going to do 1 chain. Now we're going around the ring, so we go in the ring, grab the yarn, pull it through, and double crochet. In the ring, grab the yarn, pull it through, double crochet. So as you pull it through, it's nice and simple, just a double crochet. If you've not done it like this before, take your time. You sort of get a little knack sort of where you're sort of moving the ring, but to start with, just take your time. So as long as you go in the ring, pull it underneath, do a double crochet, because you've got your 2 there, so it can be a double crochet. We're going to go all the way around the ring to start with. It's just to cover it. You can do this on numerous size rings. It would take a long time if we were doing a large one, but I have done one on a large embroidery hoop. That works out quite nice. So I'll speed up a little bit because there's quite a bit to sort of describe as we go on to the next bit. It's not, lost that one. It's not hard, but it can be a little time consuming. So I'll move that one there out of the way. I'm nearly there anyway. Oh, one more, I think, one more. And what I'm going to do is, into that first one, I'm going to do a double crochet. So I've just joined it basically. So you can see I've just covered the whole of the ring with a double crochet round. We'll sew that in afterwards. I'm going to do 3 chain. That's going to be the first of our trebles. I'm just going to undo this yarn a little bit because it's decided it is getting tangled. Not quite sure what it's doing. Better behave. Oh, there we go. I've got some yarn now. It's all over the place, this one. Right. Yarn around the hook into the same space we're going to do 2 more treble equivalents. Next stitch, 3 trebles. You're going to basically do just 3 trebles into every single one of these stitches. You could do this with a finer yarn. It does take longer. It does look very, very pretty if you're willing to persevere. As you start to do it, they'll start squashing together and they'll start to sort of create, I don't know, a waviness. Now this yarn's going to mess me about now. The yarn is just a basic style craft that I'm using. It's now dropped on the floor, so it's getting really difficult. Let's hope it'll detangle as it hangs there. Sometimes that happens if your yarn is hanging. Right, back to the 3 trebles. 1, 2, 3. And 3. It starts to get a little tough to get in. Can you see how it's starting to shape? But obviously a wreath would be sort of a mixture of leaves, so to be all over the place, wibbly wobbly. So that is where we're sort of aiming for that. Have a look what time we're on. We're only actually on 4 minutes. And well, you'll be watching me detangle the yarn more than anything else. It is detangling, but it's not very helpful there. Now, if you wanted to make this even sort of curlier or wavier, you could add in extra trebles here. You want to make it bigger, you go for a second round of trebles, but again, you put in 3 in every single one. So if you think, say if you started with, say 30 stitches, we're now putting 3 in each. So 3 30s, we have 90. And then if you do another round, it gets to be in an awful lot of stitches. So it just depends on what you want to do. I think it's comfortable enough to leave on this first round. Depends on how much detail you want. So 3 it is. Don't worry if you ended up doing a 2. I think if you did a 1, it'd make it a little bit flat. But depends what sort of wreath you want. It's pushing itself together. Can you see? Getting a nice little shape there. Nice little sort of wavy lines. My pussycat has been on here again. I keep trying to keep her off because I don't like her where the yarn is really, because it's not very practical, especially when you're making things for other people. So I do try and keep it pussycat free when it's like that. But so today's been a bit chaotic, so she's been in here and she decided to make a bed on here. We're detangle time. It's still tangling. Oh no, it's not. We're going. Come on, you can do it. Give it a shake. I mean, we're what? Over halfway now anyway. So as I say, if you've got 30 stitches on the hook, you'd be looking at now we've got 90 stitches. You don't have to fill it as much as I've done. You can fill it more if you want. It is entirely up to you. Don't worry about counting. Just do the double crochets until whatever hoop you're using is covered. I say this is just a little brass ring that I got from a DIY shop because some time back I did make some jewellery with some finer cottons and I needed the hoops, so that's the only reason I've got them in really. But I ought to make some because in fact I might turn this one into one for my pepper display. I've got to sort this wool out afterwards, it's going to be a right mess. We haven't got many more stitches to go. I think these look quite cute on the tree, or if you did multiple ones, so just like a little hanging display. Oh, I think I went in the wrong one there. Oh no, I didn't. It's getting tighter because obviously there's more stitches there. So the more sort of trebles and sort of wibbly bobbly bits you get, the harder it's going to get for us to do it. But if you look, we stretch it out, what we got, 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 more stitches. So that's only 15 trebles. Nearly there. I'm just really hoping it's not blurry because of the colour. I do worry about that sometimes. I don't seem to have 100% mastered it. Sometimes things are not blurry. I don't know whether it comes down to the speed of me moving sometimes. I've tried all sorts of backgrounds, all sorts of lighting. I mean, the lighting looks great to me, but it doesn't always look great when it's shown on YouTube, so I'm not sure what that's about. How many more? 2 more. That's only 6 more stitches. So hopefully before I get to the really tangly bit on this wool, I can feel it pulling now. It's not playing at all. I'm gonna have to wind it into a new ball. It's great when you first get them, but then you get halfway through, they all collapse. So last treble. And all we're going to do is slip stitch into the top of that first 3 chain and fasten it off. Can you see it's starting to tangle? And I'm going to cut it off. Ah, it's making my arm ache, that. And I'm going to fasten it off there as well. So basically, we're going to thread some ends in, and we have an instant little wreath, a nice little ribbon, a few bits of decoration. If you're wanting it a really full wreath, I would recommend you go round again, and either in double crochets you could do, or in the trebles, and it makes it a lot thicker. So let's get rid of this. But we'll be here all day if you sit and watch me do extra rounds. This is supposed to be quick and simple makes. So I'm just threading it around into the ring. And I'm trimming it off. And we've got the other bit to fasten in. I'm going to look at a couple of ideas for decorating as well. It's hard when the ring's there, you do have to push a little bit to get it in. But get rid of any loose bits, because it's pushing against the actual brass ring rather than the crochet. I think that will do. I've just knocked the camera. So you just gather it up. You can make the sort of wiggly bits better if you spend a bit of time just pushing them into position. You see? So you've got a little bit more of a shape there. Now I've got a few little decorations. I've got a little gingerbread man there. He'd look quite cute, I think. We'll sort of stick him there. And then I mean, I'm not big on the sticking, but on something like this, I don't think it matters. And then I've got these little half back pearls. And what I thought is, again, we could stick these on in various positions. And I think that would look quite cute. I will finish this off with sticking them on. And then I take a picture so you can see what I've done there, and then maybe a little bit of ribbon just to hang them up. But I think that'll work quite nicely. I think my gingerbread man finishes him nice as well. Now this is actually a doll's house one, so if you're wanting tiny gingerbread men, either look in jewellery making or in doll's house accessories, and you'll get these little tiny people if that is what you're looking for. I've got another one there as well, both little bow ties. I think I've got a little girls one somewhere as well. But yeah, I'm going to sort of dot those round as if there's little baubles on. You could add a little bit of a glitter. You could add all sorts. It's entirely up to you what you do with it. So that was a really quickest, I think, make. That took 12 minutes to do that, but they'd look really cute on a parcel actually, wouldn't they? If you sort of attach them to somebody's Christmas present, they've got a little decoration at the same time as getting the gift. So that's quite a nice idea. So I hope you enjoyed that. Please like, subscribe and share if you do. Pop on that notification button if you want to see some more of my work. And please put some comments in there. Say what you think about this, whether you've had a go. Please be nice. And I hope to see you very soon. Bye.